The New Mexico mental health care system is a complete failure. And this may be the same problem across the entire country. And what I mean by that is specifically for someone like my son, okay? Here's a person who's been in and out of mental hospitals almost 50 times. He's been arrested multiple times, some for violent behavior and others for trespassing. So he has a criminal record. He was just released from jail. He spent Christmas in jail for trespassing because he wanted to be with his family, but he's not allowed to be where he's at because of his record. So he ended up getting arrested because of his trespassing. What I don't understand is the powers that be. How is it possible that there are laws that are in place, thanks to the legislature, that allow someone like my son, who is completely out of his mind? He's schizophrenic, he's bipolar, he's depressive, he's paranoid, he has multiple personalities, he doesn't know what he's doing, and somehow they just let him go back on the street. There's no mandate, there's no enforcement to get him to a treatment center where he needs to be. Rather, they decide that he gets to decide for himself whether he needs to be on meds or not, just because he's not showing any visible sign of violence towards himself or others. Yet he's released into the street, and then people like myself, other families, have to deal with this. And we are powerless because we get someone like him who all of a sudden is empowered to believe they don't need to be on meds because they are allowed to make that decision, and they refuse to be on meds, and they will not go to anywhere, no matter how much I tried to convince them. The entire streets of Las Cruces are filled and littered with mental health patients for the same reason. They're forced to live on the street because they cannot get the help they need. So now I have to ask a question, because you know what? I can't blame the court system. I can't blame anybody in the system that's really trying to do their job. This is really starts at the system. This really starts at the legislature. Who would make laws like this, and what would be the purpose for it? And I'm I don't have any proof. I have a theory. It could be a conspiracy. I don't know. But obviously somebody's making money here. People are making money. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, and I really like to get to the bottom of it. It's got to be big pharma. It's got to be corporations. It's got to be doctors, all of whom in some way or another own these mental hospitals. So they get admitted in there. They're in there for maybe 2 weeks at a time. They're released. How come they don't keep them in there for a long period of time and get them rehabilitated, get them to do what they need to do? Why is it that they only get to be there for a few weeks at a time? How come that this why isn't there another method, another way? Is it really because we don't have enough money in the system? Yet these facilities and these doctors are milking the insurance companies because it's a merry-go-round. Every time they go into the hospital, this is over and over and over. There's no result. Nothing's happening. So you have to wonder if the people making the money here don't want to really change the system. They don't want people like my son to get better. You have to wonder that. Do I know if that's really the case? I don't know. But why are the laws set up like that, where someone like my son cannot get the treatment he needs when he doesn't want it, but needs it? So he's on the street right now. He's on the street talking to himself out loud. He's probably not paying attention. He's probably going to get run over, or he's going to get killed out there, or freeze to death, or something to that effect. And people like me and my family, we're at our wits' end because we don't know what to do. It's impossible to do what we have to do because we're constantly trying to babysit our son to help him, but there's only so much we can do because he doesn't want help. So now he's forced to live on the street. Something has to be done in this country about this. Somebody. President Trump, I voted for you. I expect you to make this the top of your list of things to deal with in this country.